I start tomorrow. But you see me day 4, I'm like, nah, I can't touch that. I don't want that. Get that out of here. I have 4 days in my belt. Like, nah, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. But that first day, you tell me what the don't. You know, when you start fasting, it's a potluck at work. Someone wants to buy you dinner, right? And you're like, Raising Cane's is giving away chicken tenders, right? Like, what is going on? But on day 4, you're like, nah, I'm good. So it says this, the kings come, the kings hear about them, they're terrified in fear, and they're overwhelmed. And so they don't even attack these people who their original intent was to attack. We don't need to be overwhelmed with all the stuff that has to do. God is working behind the scenes in your life more than you realize. I hope when we get to heaven, there's a video that plays, and it shows what our life could have been if God wasn't involved. We could have, it'd probably been a really short movie, right? Like, oh, well, I would have died when I was 20, right? But because God has your hand in your life, He's saving marriages, He's restoring families, He's bringing you back, and you're like, well, it was because of this, because of that. No, because God's orchestrating things you don't even know about. He's putting fear in the enemy in places you didn't know He was going to attack you in the future. But if you can stick to what God is calling you to do, you'll watch God move the enemy in areas you didn't know He was trying to attack you. Next verse 2. At that time, the Lord said to Joshua, right? So they just crossed the river Jordan. They're celebrating. At that time, the Lord said to Joshua, make flint knives and circumcise the Israelites again. So Joshua made a flint knives and circumcised the Israelites at Gibbethah Haaraloth. I like how God just drops that in. Hey, let's go. Let's go. We did it. Get the knives out. We're circumcising everybody. And you're like, we can't go grab a burger or something more festive. Why are we going to circumcision, God? Why is that the next step? And I find it, if you're just reading it, I find it ironic, right? But once you get some context, you know what's happening. The children of Israel and God have had this covenant for years.